coming at me, bro? Howdy homies, I'm back in the mountains. It took me about 2 hours to drive here. It's a really nice drive actually, so I don't mind it at all. And I saw a moose on the way up here. It's the first moose encounter I've had in years. Anyway, I'm out here tonight hiking one of the trails less traveled. This weekend's adventure brings me to the Pine Link Trail. It is the shortest, most direct route up the backside of Mount Madison. So tonight's a full moon, and that's the reason I'm out here. I want to hike up and find a camping spot as high up on this mountain as I legally can and try and put myself in good position for a sunset, a moonrise, and a sunrise. Now if all goes well and the conditions are favorable, it should be epic. Forecast is good. You know, we're looking at high temps in the mid to low 70s. Tonight it's going to dip down into the 50s. Could get a little bit colder up at elevation. I'm super pumped to be back out in the mountains. It's been a long time. I ended up getting a late start today. It was exactly 12 o'clock when I locked my vehicle and started walking. That's okay because I'm in no rush and I still have plenty of time to do all the hiking I need to do and find a spot that's suitable to camp. Constructed in 1924 through 1926, the Pine Link Trail is the northeast approach up Mount Madison, the shortest and most direct trail to the summit. The trail starts at an elevation of 1,650 feet. 3.8 miles later brings you to the summit of Mount Madison. At 5,366 feet, it's the fifth highest mountain in the state of New Hampshire. And it's a steep climb, approximately 4,000 feet of elevation gain in 3.8 miles. These mountains are rugged. Climbing now. I'm sweating, it's hot and muggy. Boy, you want to go up, you gotta go up. These are some rugged mountains. The White Mountains are no joke. A lot of people underestimate them because they're short, comparatively speaking. You know, our tallest mountain is 6,288 feet. That's nothing to a 14,000 footer, so they say, until they climb one. I love it out here. What's up, buddy? Crazy squirrel. I don't have any food for you. You coming at me, bro? All right, buddy. Well, I'm gonna move on. Thanks for the conversation, dude. See you next time. I'm pretty thankful to find this. Didn't think I was gonna find any water up here. I'm gonna top off all my water bottles. I had read that there were some springs up here, but I figured it was gonna be so dry that there was a good possibility the water wouldn't be here. I don't know about where you guys live, but here in New Hampshire, we're having some pretty severe drought conditions. So seeing this water is a very pleasant surprise. I'm gonna camel up because I've been conserving and I'm thirsty. So I'm gonna drink as much water as I can and fill up my bladder and be lugging 3 liters of water around. Well, I guess while I'm here, I might as well eat lunch. Peanut butter and jelly. Food and water, both of which I needed. It's 3 o'clock now, and I had planned to stop and take a break at 2 and eat lunch. But filming, going back and forth, up and down some of these steep pitches, takes a lot of time. And as a result, I'm a little bit behind where I think I should be. But ultimately, it doesn't matter. That's the beautiful thing about a trip like this, is that I'm not really pressed for time. I don't have any real solid plans. I don't have anywhere that I need to be. The only thing that I need to do is find a spot to set up camp before it gets dark. Other than that, I'll just take it as it comes. That's the adventure of it. I like it. It's really nice right here, the way the sun is lighting up that moss. Let me show you. So the last time I hiked this trail was 15 years or so ago, at least 15 years ago. And I don't remember it being this challenging. But 15 years ago, I was 25, had youth on my side, and honestly, I don't remember much about this trail. 15 years, that's a pretty good amount of time. So it has that new trail vibe to me. It's almost like I've never hiked it before. It's nice out here. Now that I've reached the Howker Ridge, Pine Link Junction, I've got about a half a mile, give or take, until the tree line. So I need to start looking for a spot to set up camp. And as you can see, these are some pretty thick woods, so could be interesting. Well, these mountains are no joke. Climb too high. It's the Alpine Zone, and it is illegal to camp above this sign. You cannot camp in the Alpine Zone unless it's wintertime and there's 2 feet of snow coverage. At least 2 feet of snow coverage. So, I've got to go back down. I did see a couple spots that looked acceptable. I'll go back and investigate a little bit further, but I mean, how can you come this far and not head up there, right? Let's do this. Let's see what there's to see. What a spot, huh? Look at it out here. Wow, it's amazing. It's not the summit, but it'll do. I'm much more concerned about finding a good spot to set up camp than I am reaching the summit tonight. But I gotta say, look at all that. Once I do get camp set up, I'm coming back here for the sunset. West is that way, so I should have a pretty good sunset. I'm in good position, I think, for a sunset. Tomorrow we'll catch the sunrise, and with any luck between the two will be a really good moon. Full moon tonight, so I'm really excited to see what that's gonna look like. Yeah. I gotta go find a spot to camp. After quite a bit of looking around, I managed to find a spot, a little spot, but it's gonna work. There's just enough room right in here for me to pitch my tent. Check that out. You guys hear that? Nothing but nature. This is awesome. Time for a gear dump. This backpack, all loaded up with my food and 2 liters of water, weighed 19 pounds. At the very last minute, I added this bottle of water, and I did load up a liter of water on the way, so that weight does not count in the 19 pounds, and neither does this, which is my fanny pack that has all my camera gear in it. I did not weigh this. I have no idea how much this weighs. All right, so what's in the bag? I've got a mat, and these are the legs to my shorts, which also do not count in the weight because I was wearing pants this morning. 2 liters of water. On the side here, I have my tent poles and stakes, my headlamp, and my wallet in the side pocket here. I've got nothing in this side pocket. This is where my water filtration system was. On the straps, I have my Garmin and Megadeth and Dave We Trust. Inside the bag, it's my food bag. Frog Togs rain jacket. It's not supposed to rain this weekend, but just in case. Got my spare clothes, extra jacket, my cook kit, extra cup, Nemo tensor, insulated, regular wide. There's my tent, MSR Freelight 1. Got my quilt, rated for 45 degrees, inflatable pillow, ground sheet, first aid kit, poop kit, and the closed cell foam pad that I use for support. And that's it. And all of that came in at 19 pounds. And that weight did include the filtration kit, just not the water that I put in it. And speaking of food bag, it's time for a little snack. Some dehydrated oranges that I just made. These things are fantastic. Oh my God, they're so good. I think these are probably one of my favorite dehydrated fruit snacks that I've ever made. Absolutely incredible. I brought 3 of them. Now we're down to 2. Man, those are good. Sun's going down over that ridge. All right, it's time to head back up that mountain a little bit and see if we can get a good angle on a decent sunset. Here we go. Oh, it's nice out here. Lovely. I'm feeling adventurous and I want to get up on that ridge line. made it, guys. Look at that. That was a good push, but boy, was it worth it. I caught it. That ridgeline was blocking all of that off. Now I get to see it and share it with you. Oh my gosh, I'm huffing and puffing, but happy about it. I feel good. It's so nice out here. As the sun went down, the moon came up, and I had the moon and the mountain all to myself. And I sat there for hours taking it all in. I'm definitely feeling the desire for better camera equipment. Yeah. I really wish I could get that on film in high quality. I might not ever see a moon like that again. I'm blessed to be here right now. And I'm getting to see it above the tree line in New Hampshire. Just fabulous. Absolutely incredible. I'm very carefully just following one cairn to another. Step by very careful step. It's a different ball game in the dark. Blazes and cairns. That's how you find your way up here. And one of the most spectacular moons I've ever seen in my life. It'd be very easy to get turned around out here at night. A lot of the time, the trail doesn't look like a trail. But there's the cairn. That breeze feels really good. Probably got about a half a mile to go. I've got my tent set up. I've got some nice hot soup ready. I'm going to eat this and pass out. This is homemade pea soup that I dehydrated, and it's fantastic. It doesn't look very good. Pea soup never does, especially if you don't like pea soup, but it's delicious. If you like pea soup, try this because it's fantastic, and it's ready instantly. This stuff's a year old almost. Still fantastic. I gotta tell you, it feels really good to eat something. I'm hungry. Morning, guys. Time to get back up there and see if we can get a sunrise. I just realized that today is September 11th. Every year since that terrible tragedy happened, there's a group of people that come up here, a huge collective group of people that come up into the White Mountains, and at noon they fly a flag on all 48 of the 4,000 footers of New Hampshire. It's an awesome thing to see. It's really cool. So the sunrise itself is nothing spectacular, but being up here by myself to see it is... I love these mountains. That's where I was last night, way up there for the sunset. I'm not hiking back up there today. This is good enough for me. So this was my setup last night, my MSR Freelight 1. And I've been using tents pretty much my whole life, and I've always slept really well in them. But I've been experimenting with hammocks this season, and now that I know. I mean, I just sleep better in a hammock. Hammocks are better for me. And tents have their place. You can use them where you can't use hammocks, and vice versa. You know, you have to have the right weapon for the mission. But I just find it extremely interesting that I've been fine with tents my whole life, and one season of taking to hammocks, and I realized how much better I sleep in hammocks. I didn't get the best sleep last night. A lot of tossing and turning, and now I have a little knot in my neck that it's sore. And I mean, maybe it was just location. I'm not giving up on tents by any means, but I'm definitely starting to realize that I like hammocks better. I really do. The comfort level is off the charts. And I would have been able to use one here if I had brought one yesterday. I didn't think the trees were going to be big enough, and I was wrong. Anyway, enough rambling on about that. Hammocks rock. I got to break this thing down and start heading down this mountain. This is my third outing with my new Nemo Tensor insulated pad, and it's still holding up, so that's good. For breakfast this morning, I'm going to have some dehydrated bananas with cinnamon sprinkled on them, my last dehydrated orange dipped in chocolate. These things are phenomenal. And a lemon Pop-Tart. That's right, I want to start with this first because they're just so delicious, but I'm going to save the best for last. Look at these things. They just look delicious. These are banana chips that I dehydrated last year. And they're still delicious. Lemon Pop-Tarts. I'm pretty much a sucker for anything lemon, so I had to give these a go. I don't even really like Pop-Tarts all that much, but they got me with the lemon. And these are pretty good. Wow. This is where it's at right here. Look at how thick that chocolate is. I saved the very best one for last. This is the best snack I've ever dehydrated. Ooh, I wonder how banana chips dipped in chocolate would be. That's outrageous. Wow. Not to beat a dead horse, but those things are fucking good. I'll make sure to put a link in the description on the video on how I made those. It's worth it. I highly recommend trying it. I'll be doing it again and again and again. All in all, I would say this was a fantastic outing in the mountains. I had a great time. Nice and peaceful. Solo trips are awesome. They're good for the soul. I really enjoyed myself. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for coming along. I'll talk to you on the next one.